here with us. My name is A.D. Roberts, and yes, I am your success coach. And every day when we come on here live on YouTube and here on TikTok, we have two goals, two simple goals. The first goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community where we love on each other, we support each other. This is a safe space for you. The second thing that we want to do is we always have the desire to create a conversation that is literally designed to be impactful and empowering at some meaningful level in your life. So today is not unlike any other day. We are going to be empowering and impacting, doing what we do every single day. And so thank y'all so much for being up in here. Listen, let's give a shout out as we get ready. Let's give a shout out to our moderators for doing what they do. Thank you so much. We have over here on TikTok, we have Fine Wine and we have Mimi. If Fine Wine and Mimi will just kind of do us a little quick little wave, just give us a little wave real quick. If you'll do that for us so we can love on you, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for what you do over here. So that's Fine Wine, Mimi. Y'all wave a little bit. Wave. There's Fine Wine. There's Fine Wine. Thank you so much for what you do. And Janae over here on YouTube. We really appreciate you, Janae. Thank you so very much for everything that you do to keep us safe. And I guess Mimi is somewhere on there. Maybe she's taking a call. I don't know. But nevertheless, she is up in here. And so I'm so glad to have Fine Wine, Mimi, and Janae. Thank y'all so much. Y'all love on them. We appreciate them because if it weren't for them, listen, all kinds of trollers and all kinds of folks will come in here acting crazy. Good day, Sunshine. I see you. Sunshine Butterfly, I see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to have you. So glad to have you. Oh, man, we got a great talk today. We have a great talk lined up today. I'm excited to share. I'm excited to share today's conversation because it builds. It builds on what we've been talking about. And it is reflective of what we are going to be doing for this month's virtual hypnosis experience. I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. This month is about shifting, changing, growing, becoming, updating. Hey, Monica, good to see you. Updating that operating system, if you will. So today's conversation is literally about limitless. Being limitless, a life beyond fear, doubt, scarcity, in a world filled with a whole bunch of strife. Because in the backdrop of our lives is our tribe. In the backdrop is our job. In the backdrop, our titles, positions that we hold, designations that we have, positions that you feel every day. Whether it's in your life or somebody else's life, there's a background going on. You live in a city. You live in a state. You live in a country. You live in a community that in and of itself, for the most part, is really just trying to do the best it can. But in the background is a lot of fear. It's a lot of worry. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of strife. It's a lot of things that will pull you into spaces that can't serve the greatest purpose of your life. And so today's topic, again, is limitless. A life beyond fear. A life beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity. What would your life look like? Hey, Birdie girl, good to see you up in here. What would your life, this is a real question. What would your life look like if your life did not have fear? If you didn't have fear, if you didn't have doubt, if you didn't have scarcity, real talk, what would your life look like without those things? Limitless. Can you see limitless potential if you lived without fear, without doubt, without scarcity? Can you see that? If you see that, put me in the chat. If you can see that, put me in the chat. Sunshine says her life would be beautiful. Trinity, Sugar Baker, I see you. Monica, Songbird, I see you. There it is. Excellent, 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 excellent. Your life would be absolutely limitless. And you see, sometimes there are those, and you know, we have to paint this. Oh, you had to update your TikTok. No, you're fine. All right, I got you. We missed you for a second there, Mimi. So we're living in a world saturated with noise. Saturated with noise. We're living in a world that's saturated with noise, conflict, fear narratives, economic pressures, emotional exhaustion, and yet the same world is quietly begging for leaders who can live beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity. I'm gonna say that again. We live, hey, Monique, good to see you up in here. We literally live in a world that is filled with chaos, that's filled with turmoil, that's filled with stress, strife, all kinds of things. It's filled with it. We can feel it, we can taste it. Good to see you on, Sheepy Girl. Good to see you on. Welcome in. And again, and listen, if you are a newbie, let us know that you're a newbie, whether you're here on TikTok or here on YouTube. Let us know that you are a newbie simply by putting newbie in the chat so that we can love on you, especially if we haven't acknowledged you yet, okay? But again, we live in a world saturated with noise, conflict, fear narratives, economic pressures, emotional exhaustion. Yet the same world that we live in, and this is for my leaders, because many of you that are on this live are leaders in your own space. You're leaders in your community, you're leaders here in the Oasis, you're leaders in your family. People always come to you. You're the sounding board for ideas. You're the person that people come to when folks are stressed and worrying about life. When they have something that they need to get off their chest, they come to you. They come to you. They come to you. And so, because they come to you, it is a clear sign that people need some healing, some help, some guidance, but they need a special kind of leadership. They need a special kind of leadership that will arise out of you. Because listen, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I attract superstars. I attract superstars. I attract, hey, Willis, good to see you on, Willis. I attract superstars. I attract people who are destined to empower and impact the lives of people. This is where we are. A limitless life is not about the absence of the struggle that we wrestle with. It's not about the absence of struggle, but the mastery of self in the midst of all of these things. So the invitation today is to stop outsourcing your power to circumstances and begin reclaiming it internally where it has always lived. Where it has always lived. Thank you. Thank you, Craftsman. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate your gift. And so, limitless is not denial of reality. You're not denying the reality that you face. It's dominion over perception, because perception of reality is everything. And that's where we're going to go. Perception of reality is everything, meaning and response. All of these things are vital. Come on, let me, for our newbies, real quick, let me lay some foundational stuff for our conversation today. And let me introduce myself for some of you, because this is your first time on. My name is A.D. Roberts, and I am your success coach. I'm a clinically certified hypnotherapist, and I work with all kinds of folks. I work with professional athletes, C-suite executives, folks that are just trying to do better, trying to be better, be the best version of themselves. And so every day when we come on this live, we do two things. There are two goals that we have. The first goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community, where we support on each other. We love on each other. If you're monetized on this app, all of that good stuff, we support each other. The second goal that we have is that every day we try to have a conversation that is designed to be impactful and empowering at some meaningful level to help you to become the absolute best version of yourself. And that conversation is always going to be grounded in some spiritual tradition. It's going to be grounded in psychology, understanding the subconscious mind, quantum mechanics, universal law. All of these variables we will be incorporated into how we see ourselves, because the universe doesn't give to us based upon what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. Because we live in an energetic universe. This is foundational. Here we go. We live in an energetic universe. And because we live in an energetic universe, this universe has a language. And that language is frequency. Everybody put frequency in the chat. Everybody put frequency in the chat. And some of you may say, well, AD, what are you talking about? He said, what is this frequency you're talking about? Where does it come from? This frequency in part comes from us. Thank y'all. This frequency comes from us in part. And how does it come out of us? It comes out of us because of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. Thank you, Janae. And so with us, it's very, very simple. That frequency that arises out of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience, it is what we call, I like to call the protocols of alignment. And that alignment creates a resonance, and that resonance is a frequency. And so each and every one of us has a frequency that we resonate at every single day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. And that frequency is projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field then receives it and it is reflected back to us as reality. So the reality that you and I are experiencing is really a reflection of what's going on the inside, because the universal law of correspondence reminds us that as within, so without, as above, so below, as it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. That's the universal law of correspondence. Does everybody understand that? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, put yes in the chat, because that's foundational for our conversation as we move forward with today. Because our conversation is on limitless. Being limitless, living a life that is limitless. The only limits that you will face ever in your life to a great degree are the limits that you place on yourself. It's not the circumstances that determine your greatness or your failures. It's not your circumstances. It's your ability to move beyond those circumstances and to live from a place of destiny and not a place of survival. Not a place based upon the circumstances that you face every single day as we were navigating our journey. You know, like we talked over the last few days, hang in there. The journey may be long, but it's worth it. The journey may be long, it may be arduous, it may be tiring, but it's worth it. But here's the next step in that process. I want you to realize that you literally have the ability to walk in a state of limitlessness. You are only limited by the thoughts that you hold about yourself. You're only limited by the assumptions that you hold about your life. You're only limited by the fears that you have. So you can only be as great as the fears that you overcome in your experience. And so today I'm gonna help you with that. Can I help y'all with that today? Hey Jabs, good to see you on. Good to see you on. You think this might resonate today? If you think this might resonate with where you are today, put yes in the chat. Let's go. If this resonates with you, there we go. Come on. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mimi. Most will call it fate, survival mode, not the destiny you've chosen. Come on, Janae. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Rink Rob. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. Excellent. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Alicia. Excellent. Thank you. Here we go. Part 1. Y'all already know what to do. Fire those ones up. This is part 1. The emotional climate of the world in strife. Because as you notice, I always paint the backdrop of what we're wrestling with. And because I got to acknowledge where we all are and what we all wrestle with. So that's right. Fire those ones up. The emotional climate of a world in strife. And the world is in strife. Many of us understand that this world is reinventing itself. I'm going to say that again. Many of us recognize the beauty in that the world is reinventing itself. And as the world reinvents itself, you are finding that you're reinventing yourself too. You are reinventing. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful? That you have the ability, that the world is reinventing itself. And you are reinventing itself too. Oh no, the world is definitely not ending, Marie. Absolutely not. But it is in a place where it is reinventing itself. It is evolving to a space that's very different from where it has been. Because that season is over. That season is over. Those folks who created this matrix, that it created these economies and the stresses and stripes and all of that kind of stuff. There's a shifting and a changing that's happening. And you are a part of that shift. You're a part of that change. But let's be honest now. Let's just face the facts of what we're wrestling with here. All right? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Collective fear is not accidental. Collective fear is not accidental. It is contagious, conditioned, and reinforced through repetition. Just as I share with you here every single day, the science of your subconscious mind, how you understand that the world that is within you winds up being reflected back to you as the reality that you face, that you're more powerful than you normally would realize just on your own. You are far more powerful. You have far greater abilities than you may think. Here it is. Collective fear is not accidental. It is contagious. Number one, it's contagious. Because the moment you find out something negative, the average person picks up the phone and they call somebody. Is that does that sound familiar? The moment you find out something new, moment you find out something exciting, the first thing that you do is you call your bestie. You call your best friend, you call your sister, you call your brother, you call the closest person to you. And so the moment you start to feel something, whether it's good or whether it's bad, you're going to share it. Thank you, Janae. Right. Come on now. That's right, Marie. That's right, Monique. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up. You're going to call your husband. You're going to call your wife. Say, do you know what just happened? Did you see so and so and so and so on social media? And so with that being the case, collective fear is not accidental at all. What's going on, superstar? I see you, Majestic. Y'all love on Majestic. So glad to have her up in here. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart, man. Remember, you guys, as you come in here, make sure you grab that daily heart, man. Stop being afraid of doing it. Collective fear is not accidental. It is contagious. It's also conditioned. I'm not going to go down the road on how it conditions us, but we've had a lot of programming over our lives. We have had a whole lot of programming. Our tribe has programmed us. Our family has programmed us. We've been traumatized into all types of fears and trepidations and things like that. And it's become a part of our subconscious mind because our subconscious mind, it loves what? It loves the familiar. And because it loves the familiar, it constantly replays the same thing over and over again. And so watching news before bed and waking up anxious without knowing why, that's a part of conditioning, conditioned fear. Being watching television, watching the news, reading the newspapers is pure negativity. Who all has stopped watching the news? I know I stopped watching television many years ago. Like a long time ago. I'm not even gonna say how long. I'm not even gonna say how long. Who no longer watches news? And right, thank you, Monique, thank you, Mimi. I see you. A lot of folks can't do it because the vibrational frequency of it is negative, because it invokes a certain feeling based upon the thoughts you have, the words that it speaks, the actions that you see that play out on social media and on the news. They tend to be negative. So feeling heavy even when nothing personally is wrong. Anybody ever felt that? Where do I have any empaths in here? Any empaths in the building that find themselves feeling heavy? And there's really nothing wrong with you. There's nothing bad happening in your life. Nothing bad. Everything is fine. But unfortunately, that's it. Unfortunately, sometimes you can feel the heaviness. And so as my empath, you guys are empaths. That's right. No television, Rick Rob. And so we feel this heaviness. We can feel the energy in the air. And I'm going to say just about every last one of you are empaths. Every last one of you have the ability empathetically to understand what another person is going through emotionally. So being an empath is you being able to tap into the energetic field around you and how your energetic field interacts with that external energy. And so you feel the heaviness. The subconscious mind absorbs emotional tone easily. Now, don't forget this. Your subconscious mind, my subconscious mind, it absorbs emotional tone and timbre. When you hear a particular voice, thank you so much, Majestic. Yes, I am the greatest of all time. Thank you for those goats. You can feel it. The subconscious mind absorbs emotional tone long before the conscious mind forms an opinion of what that is. And so, as you understand that vibrationally, you're going to feel the tone, just like you can walk into a house. How many of us have walked into a room or you walked into a house and you could just feel the heaviness? Anybody ever walked into your job or walked into a building and you can feel the weight of the building and not a word has been said? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Ansley. Thank you, Majestic. I know you feel it because you're an intuitive. Many of you are intuitives. Many of you are clairvoyant, clairaudient. You have a sense of understanding beyond the physical realm. And so when you walk into a room and you can feel the heaviness because maybe you walked in on a conversation that wasn't meant for you. If you walk into a conversation, you walk into your job and you feel the energy, it's off. In real estate, I can feel divorce and abuse in the house. Wow, Monique, that's powerful. Come on. Kim says, then I run from that job. But this is the nature. This is the nature of who we are as spiritual beings. Because, to say that we're just human beings is a disservice. Because really you're just having a human experience, but you're a soul having that human experience. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. And so one of the things that I want you to be able, when it comes to being limitless, I want you to be able to tap into and support and love on yourself as it pertains to your gift. This is a quick aside. This is a quick aside. Many of you have gifts right now. Many of you have the ability to hear things. You see things. Jabs is a hairstylist and you pick up energy every day. I can feel it when I stop. Listen, Sunshine said this very same thing. She styles hair and she can feel it. It's same. Listen, you all said Jabs is on the continent of Africa. Jabs is in Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. And so on either side of the world, y'all experience the same thing when you're doing somebody's hair. And so I see you, Antoine. Good to see you up in here, my friend. Now watch this. You all have some gifts and some abilities that make you limitless. But because of your orientation from your family, your tribe, your church growing up, you were put into a box and told that what your gifts were demonic and the devil and all kinds of stuff like that. And so like I said, this is a quick aside. I want you to begin to put that foolishness away and to accept the fact that you are gifted, that you have that the veil around you of physicality is thin. So therefore you have access to things that are beyond the average person's level of understanding. Does that resonate with anybody? Does that yeah, there you go, Majestic. You're in the right place today. Does that resonate with anybody? Thank you, Sugar Baker. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, Majestic. Thank you, Marie. Look at all of these powerful people in here. Come on. Look at this. Thank you, Trinity. Come on, Wallace. Come on. Look at this. Look at Sunshine. Look at Janae. You all have gifts and abilities. And so let's put it, let me put this and let's kill this forever up in here. Up in here, in the oasis, we celebrate those of you who have gifts, male, female alike. If you have a gift of sight, you have a gift of intuition, you have a gift of empathy, being whatever your gift is, we celebrate gifts up in here. We celebrate gifts up in here every single day. And so I want to give you a space and a platform so that you can begin to not only experience your gift, but express your gift. I'm going to say that again. I want to cultivate a space where not only do you experience your gift, but you what? Express your gift in all kinds of ways. All right, I'm back on task. I'm back on task. The subconscious mind absorbs emotional tone long before the conscious mind forms the opinion. That is because you are a soul having a human experience. I can make an herbal blend that will give you sight. Come on now. Go on. That's what I want to hear, fine wine. A fearful world trains people to brace for impact instead of expecting expansion. We have all been prepared. We have all been prepared and raised in a community and societies, people that loved us. They loved us, but they had the ability to put us in a box that would force us and train us to brace for the inevitable. They tell us to plan for the expect the best or plan for the worst or some foolishness. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Right. Many of us were born and raised in the church, right? Yeah, and you know what? And Rick Rob, I understand. Rick Rob says it's hard to preach to death. But let me help you out with something and see, this is the reason why many of you shut your gifts down. I can't believe how this conversation is going today. I can't believe how this conversation is going today. I did not think it was going to go this way. You see, many of you, when you tried to share your gifts or when you tried to share I'm sorry. When many of you, when you tried to share your gifts or you tried to share your new understanding with your tribe, you tried to share with the family. Many of you were told that your gift was of the devil. You were told that what you had learned was going to get you a one-way ticket to hell. Anybody ever? Anybody? Because I'm waving my hand because it was me. It's me. I'm him. Anybody ever faced that was told that they was going to hell because because of the thoughts that you held for yourself, the understanding that you had gained, the insight that you had seen, all of those things. Anybody ever relate to that? And see, that's a beautiful thing, Willis, that you've traveled the world and it's given you the ability to see beyond the myopic view of those that loved us and raised us, but prepared us for a world that was supposed to be against us, but in actuality is not. Come on here, y'all. Listen, I love this conversation that we're having. I really do. This is not what I planned. This is not what I planned. It is not what I planned. But you know what? We'll get there. But in order for us to be limitless, in order for you to be limitless, I need you. Watch this. I'm talking to each and every one of you right now. I need each and every one of you to not only embrace the beauty of your gift and who you really are, but I need you to celebrate that gift. Because as you celebrate this gift, as you celebrate your gift, as you celebrate yourself and you start to operate in it. Now watch this. That's just the first level. The first level is to acknowledge the gift, to embrace the gift, and to celebrate the gift. The second level is when you begin to walk in that gift. Now, when you begin to walk in your gift, your divine given gift, the moment you begin to walk in that gift, here it is, Majestic. This for you. You set yourself free. It opens up the door for yourself to so many opportunities because you are now in alignment and attuned with the divine purpose and reason for your being on this planet. That's how this is. Your divine purpose for being on this planet. Now watch this. Here's the third level. After you begin to express and to share your gift and to start walking in that gift, you start literally not only opening up doors of opportunity for yourself, but you open up doors. I'm getting goosebumps all over. I don't know if y'all can see them. You start to open up doors of opportunity for the rest of us. Because when we see you living in your gift, like when I log on and I see Janet O doing her thing, when I see Fine Wine doing her thing, helping people with the herbs, when I see Janae writing and writing and writing and sharing her wisdom to impact the lives of other people, when I see folks like Majestic doing her tarot readings, when I see Janet O doing the readings that she does, when I see all of these different aspects of you living out your divine purpose based upon the gifts that you were given, that your tribe told you to quiet, that your tribe told you were not good, that they might have been the devil, that it was the evil spirit or whatever it was, that you literally will open the doors of opportunity for not just yourself, but for me too. Because when I see you all walking in your gift and doing your thing, it empowers me to do mine. And when I do mine, I'm going to impact other people. You see how there's a trickle down effect that when we start to walk in this thing, I know I said this conversation is on limitless, on being limitless, but it is limitless, because this right here has to be addressed, because until you start walking in your divine purpose and intent, you will be enslaved to the mindset and the concepts and precepts that were given to us by those that loved us. Given to us by our tribe, given to us by our families, given to us by our parents, given to us by a society that was taught differently. They were taught not to embrace their gifts. They were told to go to get an education and to go get a job and to go get married and get you some kids and a dog and a fence, a picket fence with the big house and all that kind of stuff. But before all of that happened, before you learn those lies that will put you in a box, you were given the gift before you got right here. You were given the gift. You were given the gift. Wow. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Trinity, for me, because that make me teach a lot better when I see that kind of stuff. It makes me teach a whole lot better. Come on now. This is it. This is it. Be in a season right now, because the world listen, say right now. And for those, listen, I need y'all to write this in the chat. The world needs my gift. Write it in the chat for me. The world needs my gift. Say that, Willis. Before I was indoctrinated, I dreamed big. The world needs my gift. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Ansley. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Songbird. Come on now. Because when Songbird sings, she can free the spirit. Go on, sing, Songbird. Come on now, Monica. Come on, Amy. The world needs my gift. And I need you to say that. Listen, if you're taking any notes today, put that note in the chat, because not just in the chat, put that in your notes. The world needs my gift. And I need that to be a mantra that you say every single day. The world needs my gift. The world needs my gift. The world needs my gift. You have a gift that you were given that's absolutely beautiful. Like Monique, Her unique gift is to create experiences, not just travel, but to create experiences that move the spirit, that inspires. The world needs my gift. That's the path to limitless. That's the path to limitless. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. If y'all are ready for part two, put two in the chat. If y'all are ready for part two, put two in the chat. It's about limitless. It's about moving away from the limited beliefs that you hold on to, the things that hold you lock and step and keep you away from the abundance that you would naturally attract into your life. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the moment you begin to walk in your divine, passionate purpose and intent, you cannot stop the overflow. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Y'all can't stop it. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. That's right, Monique. You can't stop it. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Wallace. Thank you, Rick Rob. And man, I'm glad you up in here. I'm glad you all are up in here. This is wonderful today. Thank you so much. And listen, as you guys come in, make sure you grab those daily heart me's over here on TikTok. Make sure you'll grab those daily heart me's. Thank you, Majestic, for those goals. Yeah, because I teach a lot better when I get those gifts like that right there. I teach a lot better. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. And my goodness, you guys are crushing it. I just looked up. We're not even at the top of the hour, and we're already at 67,000 likes. You all are the bomb. Just absolute, just insane. Thank you. Y'all are crushing it. Thank you, Monique. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Here we go. We're going to teach. We're going to teach now. Fear as a teacher, not as a tyrant. Fear as a teacher, not a tyrant. Thank you, Majestic. I'm trying the best I can. I swear I'm trying the best I can. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. Thank you, Licia. It was designed to be a signal. That's it. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. It was only designed to be a signal. Fear is not. Write that down for me. Fear was never designed to be a ruler. It was designed to be a signal. When fear becomes chronic, though, here it is. When fear becomes chronic, it stops protecting and starts imprisoning. Because at one point in time, I'm going to honor the fear that you've experienced. Because fear is a natural response. And it's designed to keep you safe, right? And that's all it is. Fear is a signal from the nervous system that says, hey, what's going on? Hey, pay attention. Be mindful. AD, hold on. Pause for a second. Be cautious. Take a look. All right, boom. That's all fear was supposed to be. Fear is just a signal. It was designed to be a signal. It was never designed to become this acronym. False evidence appearing real. If you've never heard that before, write that down. Fear, the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear was just supposed to be a signal from your nervous system to say, hey, pay attention. Hey, watch out. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. It was never designed. Fear was simple. Fear's natural goal and intent was very, very simple. Thank you, Vincent. Having a great day, man. Excellent. It was never meant. It was just supposed to be a signal. But when fear becomes chronic, it stops protecting you. It stops protecting you and it starts imprisoning you. Anybody ever felt imprisoned by fear? I know I have been imprisoned. I have imprisoned my own self by the fear of loss. I was in fear all of the time. I was in fear of going broke. I was in fear of losing. I was in fear of not, oh man, the biggest fear that I ever had was living a life and not living it to my fullest potential. That had always been my greatest fear. My greatest fear was that I would not live up to my greatest potential, that I would not actualize the life that I had seen for myself. That's right. That's right, Songbird. The results of those of fear is procrastination. You sat in it for a while, Monique. We've all been there. Thank you, Charles. We've all been there. The fear will move from just a signal, because that's all fear is supposed to be in your subconscious mind. But what happens to the subconscious mind is, because when it experiences the same fear over and over and over again, that fear-based reality, it becomes entrenched into the subconscious mind. And it is as it is entrenched into the subconscious mind. Oh, you switching to YouTube? All right, Ansley. y'all got a defector coming over. Ansley's coming over to YouTube. When you when you recognize that fear has become a prison, it's become a prison when you begin to incorporate, when your subconscious mind over and over and over again begins to see it as a pattern. And that pattern gets incorporated and inculcated into the very essence of your subconscious mind. So it becomes a part of the programming. And so when it becomes a part of the programming of the subconscious mind, it influences the thoughts that you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. So when it does that, though, that fear influences the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, that's prison. Can you see where that's prison in your life? Can you see where fear becomes prison? Put yes in the chat if you can see it. There you go. That's right, Janae. It becomes the only lens in which we see through. And you're absolutely right, Fine Wine. Yes, you begin to freeze into that moment. You are trapped in a prison based on fear. And oftentimes it is false evidence appearing real. Fear was never meant to be a prisoner, to keep you hostage. It was only meant to be a signal. It was only meant to be a signal. We're moving in the right direction. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between real danger and imagined threat. So it responds to repetition and emotional intensity, replaying worst case scenarios over and over and over in your mind that have never happened. Come on. Come on. There you go. You're frozen. You're frozen. Many of you are still in relationships that you should have left out, that you should have left from, because you're afraid of being on your own. You're afraid of being by yourself. You're afraid of starting over again. You rather deal with that foolishness, the thing that they told, that axiom that they told us. It's better to deal with the devil that you know. Devil is a lie. Staying in situations longer than you were supposed to, staying in jobs that you were so long since supposed to be gone from, but you're afraid. You won't leave because you're afraid. You won't leave because you're afraid that something is going to happen. No, I ain't stopping today. Tell me you better stop. No. Come on now. This is what we do. It's false evidence appearing real. It's false evidence appearing real. So replaying that worst case scenario over and over again. Y'all know the quote that I love to use all of the time that Wayne Dyer used to say. Most of my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. I'm going to say that again. Come on up in here. Most of my life, because you've wrestled with this. And this is why I do what I do as a hypnotherapist. Understanding that the world that you live in is reflective of what's going on the inside. And understand this simple phrase: my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. What does that mean? What does that mean? Most of my life is filled with such great sorrow. Most of my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. What does that mean? That means that you have been playing mental movies in your head over and over again. You have been playing the mental movies of the pains of the past and the fears of the future, all while sacrificing the power of the present moment. The fears of the future haven't even gotten here yet. Yet you're relishing in those. The pains of the past, you're constantly playing the mental movies of the old argument, the old conversation, that relationship that was over years ago. You're still playing those movies from that. And what is it doing? In that moment, as you are constantly playing those mental movies of pain and suffering over and over again, what is happening? Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between what is imagined and what is real. Come on here now. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is imagined and what is real. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is imagined and what is real. So because it cannot tell the difference between the two, you are literally living the same experience over and over and over. Much of my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. So you punish yourself. You punish yourself. You find yourself in chaos and in turmoil over and over again because fear has dominated your space. Fear has dominated your life way more than it was supposed to. Feeling physical tension in your body over future possibilities. You feel it. That fear is bringing a response in your nervous system. Your body is responding to what you are, the mental movie that you're playing. So you feel the physical tension in your physical body because of the cortisol that's released, all of those hormones, those not so great, the adrenaline that is flowing, because you were never meant to be in a constant state of stress and anxiety and worry and fear and all of those things. You were never meant there. It's like walking around with your fist up because you already expect to fight. That's right. That's right, Charles. You dead on it. We have choices in life. Get excited about all that we can do right now and fearful. Listen, you're on the right point. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Janae. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, fear on the battlefield. Now, this is a beautiful story. Anybody ever read the Bhagavad Gita? Ooh, that's a beautiful. And do I have it up? No, it's up in the front. It's my front library. There's a story about Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. And it breaks down his fear because it opens up with Arjuna being on the battlefield, and he's gonna have to fight some family members, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. Anytime you've ever been on the battlefield, it is nothing. Those are my military fellas and sisters that have been in here. Y'all know what it is. If you've ever had active duty, it's no fun being in active duty. Fear is a part of it. Fear is definitely a part of it. And so, in that story, Arjuna's fear of the battlefield is not shamed. It's not shamed. It is transformed through awareness and alignment with higher purpose. There was a reason why he had to do what he had to do on that battlefield. And so as we're on our own battlefield every single day, wrestling with the choices that have been made, wrestling with the relationships that we have around us, when we wrestle with our economics, when we wrestle with our financial situation, when we wrestle with our lives, our medical situations, what we feel, what we're dealing with internally in our physical body, I need you to understand that just as we were talking about, that's right, bravery can't exist without fear. It has to have something. There's a counterbalance within it. You're absolutely right, Charles. And so for us, as we are on that battlefield of our minds, it's important for us to embrace that there is purpose, higher purpose in all of it. There's higher purpose in all of it. They making you work today, Janae. Today, the trollers are in today for sure. It is an act of proceeding even when you're afraid. Absolutely. And so, as you're on the battlefield for your life, you're on the battlefield of your mind. You are, as Charles just said, it is an act of proceeding, it's an act of moving forward in the face of your fears. Because as I started off this conversation early on, it is not that you won't experience these things, it's the mastery of your emotions that allows you to navigate this place called limitless. It doesn't say that you'll never experience loneliness or that you won't experience pain. Thank you, fine wine for my hat. It's not that you won't experience those things. It's the fact that you have the ability to embrace your greatness while going through it. You have the ability to live out the best version of yourself while being in the mess, by being in the stuff. And so we're at the top of the hour. This is a great place. This is a great place. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're at the top of the hour and we're already at 88,000. Listen, we literally have the ability. We can get to 200,000. Listen, I'm so glad. Listen, Majestic, I'm glad that I met you too. Yes. Just months ago. And this you got a whole new tribe, a whole new family. All right, excellent, excellent. Here we go. It's absolutely amazing. We're already at 90,000 likes right here on TikTok. And so you guys are absolutely amazing, phenomenal, moving in the right direction. We're going to hit that mark. No, I think we might be able to hit 200,000 a day. This might be pretty interesting. I think we could do it. What y'all think? I think we can hit 200K. I know we had 150 something the other day. We had a big number. But at this rate, y'all are crushing it. All right, so here we go. Let me say this. You guys, there are 3 ways of engagement with us here in the Oasis. There are 3 ways. Yes, we are limitless. That's right, Monique. There are 3 ways. I want to invite you to continue to just keep coming back. Coming back right here on TikTok and right here on YouTube every single day. Thank you, Charles. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for those gifts. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And so I wanted to invite you to come back here as often as you can. We're here Monday through Thursday, 12 to 2. That's right. Monday through Thursday, 12 to 2. And every day we have conversations like this to empower you to become the best version of yourself. The second thing that I would invite you, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. If this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. And if this is your tribe, I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. Yes, that's right. We have a channel on Discord. And inside of our channel on Discord, the Oasis, we have all kinds of amazing things. We have our Monday morning meditation that's live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have what else do we have in there? We have a woman's safe space that's curated and moderated by Janae. And yes, that woman's safe space is absolutely awesome. So make sure that the ladies, you get inside of the Oasis and you're a part of that now. The other piece is that we have we have guided meditations that are pre-recorded. We have pre-recorded hypnosis sessions in there. We have the replays from our lives right here, from our lives right here on TikTok. So I'm so happy to invite you to be a part of the Oasis. And listen, how do you become a part of the Oasis? It's real easy. The first way right here on TikTok is to click on the face of that good looking guy right there. And as you click on his face, all you have to do is become a super fan. And as you become a super fan, TikTok will automatically give you an invitation to join the Oasis automatically. It's a part of that, one of the benefits of being a super fan. Now, if you say, AD, I'm having some challenges, I'm having, excellent. Glad to see that, Charles. And so watch this. And so the other part in the Oasis is that we have those guided hypnosis things. So I want you all to be a part of it. So that's the third level of engagement. The highest, hey, Miss Wright, I see you up in here. Welcome in. And the highest level of engagement is becoming a part of the Oasis Mind Spa. That's right, the Oasis Mind Spa. The Oasis Mind Spa is when you've either worked with me one-on-one, because the doors are open for me to do that one-on-one. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this up here right now. And before I put this up here, right here on TikTok, if you want to work with me one-on-one, this is for serious inquiries only. This is not for you to just kicking around and just doing something. Please do not fill this out unless you're absolutely serious and ready to really make an impact in your life. If you want to work with me one-on-one. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this up here right now. It's going to be up here for about 30 seconds. So go ahead and do that simple form, and then afterwards, you're going to be invited to create to do a longer questionnaire, which we call the intake questionnaire. It's vital that you do that, and then you'll be able to schedule your discovery session with me. All right. So go ahead, fill that out. Let's make that happen. So that's excellent. That's excellent. The other thing, go ahead and pull your calendars out. Folks, pull your calendars out. Pull your calendars out big time. Pull your calendars out. Here we go. Here we go. Pull your calendars out. February the 25th. February the 25th. If y'all like this conversation today, February the 25th, you don't want to miss. February the 25th is a Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and put this in your calendar. I am hosting our virtual hypnosis experience. For those of you who have never experienced hypnosis before a day in your life, and you say, AD, I want to try it, I want to experience it. It is life-changing. It is life-changing, and it is powerful, and it is a system upgrade, if you will. And so this month's theme, and you don't want to miss it, so you need to get ready to go ahead and do your registration. You don't want to be late doing the registration, because as you do the registration, I'm giving you access much cheaper than the normal rate. But you need to make sure that you're there, because this month's theme is Limitless, a life beyond fear, doubt, and scarcity. That's right. That's this month's theme. This month's themes for this month's virtual hypnosis experience. Write it in your calendars. It is February. Thank you, Miss Wright. Thank you for those populars. It is February the 25th on a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so in order to do that, go ahead and let everybody know. In order to do that, go ahead and you have to do your registration. And as you do the registration for it, I don't have to tell you where to go to do the registration for it. When you do the registration, make sure that you in the discount code section so that you can get it, because it's normally $95 in order to attend the virtual hypnosis experience. But I'm going to give it away to you for 49 bucks. All right? I'm going to give it to you for 49 bucks. And all you have to do is do the to do that registration and put OMS 49 in the discount code section. All right, that's OMS 49. That'll allow you to get it for 49 bucks instead of 95. All right, so go ahead, take advantage of that. It's not going to be that way for long. That's what I like to call our little early bird time, and because y'all been hanging out with me. So I want you to make sure that you grab that discount. And then we're going to start back. Oh, man, you guys are tapping away. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Fine Wine. Excellent. And so let me put this up here. If any part of what we have been talking about, and always understand this, anything that I share with you is designed, it is created for you to have the better experience. It really is. It's better. So I created this book. If any part of what we talked about resonated with you, especially on what we're talking about, limiting beliefs, I created this book. I wrote this book called Cracking the Abundance Code, and it is designed to do just that, to help you to step into your abundant life, to step into a place, because many of you are doing the work. You have your vision boards, you have your manifestation journals. And who's working on their manifestation journals? Because I know we got some vision board projects and things going on out there. What we got? Anybody got their vision board already? And so those things that you have, you're doing the right things. You're doing your meditations. You're doing your scripting. You're doing all of those things. But unfortunately, if that abundance hasn't showed up, hey Scarlett, good to see you on. Good to see you on. Miss Wright, you got your vision board. Okay, good. And so as you are doing these things, these are the right things that you need to do. But always remember this. Thank you, Scarlett, for grabbing that daily heart me. The universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. But the problem is how we see ourselves is plagued with one simple thing, and it's called limiting beliefs. And that's what we've been talking about today. So the very first chapter in Cracking the Abundance Code, if you don't already have your copy, you need to get it. Inside of here, the very first chapter is on limiting beliefs, showing you how to recognize the limiting beliefs that you've been wrestling with, understanding how to move beyond them once you do recognize what they are, what those limiting beliefs are. And so it's really, really powerful. The second chapter is on quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. That's right. Quantum, being able to quantum leap into that wealthy identity, the version of yourself that is ready, the version of you that already has the abundance, the prosperity, that's living the life. So that's it. So make sure you grab your copy. When you do grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, I'm going to sign it. I am going to personalize. I'm going to put your name in here. We're going to ship it out to you immediately. So it's a powerful, powerful tool. You don't want to miss it. So go ahead and grab y'all. Y'all see the banner right down here. So just click on this banner. Can y'all see it? Where it says Cracking the Abundance Code, and you can get it from the TikTok shop. Can y'all see it? I'm sorry, I didn't even ask y'all to do that. Can y'all see it? Just let me know. Yes, 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 yes. Hopefully you can see it. Can you see it? Excellent. Excellent. All right, perfect, perfect. Oh shoot, y'all got Willis over here on TikTok today. So excellent. So you can grab yeah, and once it goes beyond, you can grab that in the TikTok shop. And once it disappears, you can see the little orange purse like Mimi just said. And you can grab it there. Where my meditation people at? Where my meditation people at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? If you up in here, put me in the chat. Excellent. Come on in here. Monique just grabbed her copy. Let's go ahead and celebrate Monique. She just grabbed her copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Congratulations. Y'all celebrate Mimi for you celebrate her for grabbing her copy. Excellent, excellent. Meditation saved my life. I talk about it all of the time. Meditation saved my life in the darkest time that I was in. It was my ability to go within that helped me to move into that space where I could begin to shift and to change and to quiet the noise of what's going on outside. So inside of here, inside of that, I came up with a set of candles called the Triple Bliss Meditation Candle Set. The Triple Bliss Meditation Candle Set is designed to be impactful at a whole lot of levels. First, it should be a part of your meditation process. These are not just meditation candles. These candles are for manifestation at the same time. And what are they manifesting? They're manifesting based on the intention of each candle. So each candle is different. So the first one I'm going to share with you is the abundance candle. This is one of my favorite candles. I light it all of the time. And each one of the candles, they are 100% natural soy base. Hey, Elise, good to see you on here. They have a cotton wick. They are infused with essential oils, and the essential oils that they are a part of, they are connected to the intention of the particular candle. And so this particular candle, you can't see the banner down here. It's right. It says it's here. But if you can't see the Triple Bliss Meditation Candle Set little banner, it's the orange purse. Oh, it is there? Okay, sometimes it goes away for some people. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So the abundance candle is infused with bergamot, lemongrass, and lodestone oil. Lodestone oil is magnetic because a lodestone is a magnet. And so it is designed to help you attract abundance into your space. So I use this candle all of the time, a part of my meditation process. The second candle in this series is one of my favorites because it absolutely smells it smells really good. It is the Heal candle. The Heal candle is infused with essential rose oil, and it also has the actual rose petals inside of it. And so if you know anything about aromatherapy, it is designed with intentionality to heal, to help heal the physical body, to help energetically, emotionally, to heal you where you are. And so this is super, super powerful. You definitely want to have this a part of the Triple Bliss set. So this is the second candle for healing. And so it's infused with essential rose oil. It's one of the highest vibrational oils that you can put into a candle. Absolutely, especially when it comes to healing. And last but not least, and then we're going to go ahead back with our conversation. Last but not least is our happy candle. You can't attract wealth, abundance, and prosperity, and you're miserable. You just cannot do it. You cannot do it. And so this candle is designed to help you feel good. Feel good, to feel it brightens up your space, it brightens up your emotions, your mental state, all of that, because it is infused with lemon verbena and it smells really clean and fresh. And if you're familiar with lemon verbena, that's the same smell that you smell when you go into these high-end, these five-star resorts and retreats and all of those massage places. This is the day spa quality stuff. So even though it smells good and they look good and all that stuff, these candles are for intention. They are for work. All right. I'm telling you right now, that's what they are. So you want to go ahead and grab your entire triple list set. You can't get these type candles, intention-based candles for that. You can't get one of these for this price, but you get all three. You get the happy candle, you get the heal candle, and you get the abundance candle. So excellent. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna celebrate the folks. All right, I see Monique. I see you, Monique. You grab yours. We're gonna celebrate Monique. Excellent, excellent. This gonna be here. I'm just gonna unpin these bad boys, and we are going to just for a moment remove them from the live so that we can continue on our talk. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is good. Y'all are tapping away. Y'all slow down a little bit. We at the 106. Y'all tapped on out. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Lex. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. All right, here we go. Part 3. If y'all are ready for part 3, put 3 in the chat. Your fingers tied. You know what I'm about to say. Say it like the Disney movie. I'm tired, Grandpa. What did Grandpa say? Too dang bad. That ain't what he said, but y'all know what he said. Too dang bad. You keep digging. Oh, God. Okay. I'm done. Thank y'all. I'm tired, Grandpa. Here we go. Come on, y'all. Part 3. Here we go. Doubt is a learned reflex. All right, Willis, I see you. All right, excellent. Listen, y'all celebrate Willis for grabbing his copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. All right, Willis, we're going to get that out to you today. Yeah, but you keep on tapping. You keep tapping. I'm tired, Grandpa. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. Listen, y'all. Now y'all know Willis is in here. Here y'all go. Leave Willis alone. Let Willis come to class in peace. All right, y'all. Here we go. Part 3. Doubt is often inherited. It's not chosen. It's inherited. Literally, it's inherited. Before you ever had the luxury of choosing, you inherited doubt. The subconscious learned doubt through broken promises. That hit a little hard. Doubt comes into our life uninvited. But doubt comes in with broken promises. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I need to learn about these diamonds and all of these things and what all of this stuff means. I don't know. I know nothing about this. So y'all gonna have to thank you, Sean. I truly appreciate it. Y'all gonna have to teach me what these diamonds and the thing, because you and Charlie, y'all just did all of that. So listen, I didn't know YouTube had the gifts too, like over here on TikTok. I didn't know that. Okay, we got something new. Doubt, but here it is. Let's get back to it. The subconscious mind learns doubt through broken promises. Many of us as children, many of us as children, we learned through disappointment. We learned from our tribe. We were disappointed. We wanted things. We desired attention, focus. We desired love. We desired things. Uh, and so many times people promise things to us. They promise things to us. And out of those promises, sometimes those promises were broken. And so when those promises were broken that were made to us, now as a defense mechanism, because it didn't feel good. When the promise was broken, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel good, did it? Anybody understand? Anybody with me right there? Anybody understand? Say yes. If you understand where I'm going, say yes. It did not feel good. So when we had those moments of doubt, when we had those moments of disappointment, because a promise was broken, as a young person, that promise that was broken didn't feel good. And if it happened over and over again, thank you, Sean, thank you, Wallace. And because it happened over and over and over again, because it's happened over and over and over again, the mind sees it initially as unsafe. And because it's seen as unsafe, there's natural defense mechanism that comes up to says, okay, we need to protect ourselves and our feelings from being disappointed again. So what winds up happening is that now when people make the promises to us, we sit there and we side eye. We are reluctant to fall head over heels in excitement. We don't get our hopes up too high. Come on now. Anyway, and then to add insult to injury, we were taught not to get our hopes up too high. It stops you from trusting. There you go. Because you don't feel in this moment. Come on now, sunshine. You don't feel safe. And so your subconscious mind, it wrestles with the fact that this person or this type of situation doesn't feel good because they disappointed us, because they said they were going to do something. They did not do it. They broke their promise. So therefore, you become entrenched and ingrained in your subconscious mind with the protection that kicks in, because we don't want to experience that type of feeling anymore. That was your family. Come on, Janae. There we go. The subconscious learns doubt through broken promises. It learns doubt through inconsistency. There were people that came into our lives that said that they were going to show up for us. There are people who said that they would love us forever. We thought that they would love us forever. There were people who came into our space, whether they were friend, family, or wind up being a foe. Those people, they said that they were going to do something. They made a commitment to us. But that commitment showed up in the form of inconsistency. The only thing that we got out of that commitment was an inconsistent result, inconsistent behavior, inconsistent dialogue, inconsistent actions, inconsistency. So after we felt the broken promises, the inconsistency, and then you jump on, let's add a little more insult to injury. And then you have the unmitigated gall to be the victim of criticism. Then people got a nerve to criticize you for who you have seen yourself as, for you walking in your authenticity. You get inconsistency, you get disappointment through broken promises, you get criticism, and then you have unfulfilled expectations. And so all of this stuff, just imagine, look at this, think about this for a second. In a world, living a life, and all of these variables are consistently showing up in your space over and over again. Say that, Sean, they consistently lied. That was the only thing that was consistent. The consistency was the lie. And so all of that, being told to be realistic when you were dreaming. Do you see how there's a preponderance of negativity upon our tiny little selves? Do you see why many of us are jacked up? Can you see it? And when I say jacked up, I mean it in the most loving way. You can see how we were traumatized and conditioned to be doubtful, to be fearful, Can you see that? Can you see anybody see any semblance of that in their own lives? Can you see that? If you could see that, put yes in the chat. Thank you, Sean. Unfulfilled expectations all day long. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Wallace. Thank you, Jabs. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Songbird. Thank you, Monica. And so in actuality, many of us are just doing the best that we can. Because here's the problem. Many of us never healed. Many of us never went to therapy. Many of us never had conversations like these over and over again that helped us to understand why we think the way we think, why we have the fears and trepidations that we have, why we wrestle with doubt all of the time. Now, through this exploration, through our conversation, this is a part of the process. And so not to explore this so that you become upset and you become angry, but to become liberated. You know, that's one of my favorite songs, that bag lady thing. Yeah, you're right. Holding on to the things. It's hurtful dealing with the bait and switch. Yeah, Nene, we've all been a victim of it. We've all been a victim of it. And because we've been victims of it, yeah, liberation is freedom. And having these conversations are really, really important, especially as we begin to heal the tiny parts of us that often crop up over and over again in our subconscious mind and cause us to not be the best versions of ourselves. So here we go. Watching someone admired play it small. Watching yourself play it small because you saw somebody else do it to survive, to protect their own peace. Listen, Wallace, you the man. Listen, Willis can go from platform to platform. He can be over here and TikTok and be back over on YouTube. I'm not mad at him. I'm doing it. I love it. I love it. Doubt feels logical. Let's just face facts. Doubt feels logical, but it is usually emotional memory dressed up as intelligence. It's emotional. It is emotional response. Doubt is an emotional response to those old triggers, those traumatic experiences through the disappointment, the broken promises, the inconsistencies, all of those things. They formed a pattern of traumatic experiences, though they may seem small repetitive disappointments get lodged into the subconscious mind and also into the physical body. And so your body, from a neurological perspective, responds to it, has a visceral response immediately to signs that were designed to protect you, like fear and doubt. So you side eye when people do things. But how could you ever walk in limitlessness if you have a season or if you have a proclivity for doubt? So again, doubt feels logical, but it is usually emotional memory dressed up as intelligence. Faith, in the Christian sense, is not blind belief. It's not blind belief. It is inner knowing before and outer evidence. Is the faith is the evidence of what things hope. What's the saying? How do y'all say it? Come on now, get it right now. What's this? The evidence of things hoped for and the something of something unseen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Whose voice do you hear when you second guess yourself? Because we're talking about doubt now. Whose voice do you hear when you second guess yourself? Who told you that you needed to be careful? Who told you that you needed to be cautious? Who told you not to get your hopes up so high? Who told you those things? They may have told you those things in love, not wanting you to experience some of the things that the things that you the things that they experienced. But whose voice do you hear? Sean says, I hear my own. Wow. Whose voice do you hear when you have moments of doubt and worry and trepidation? Do you hear your own voice? Do you hear the voice of a parent? Do you hear the voice of a loved one? Whose voice do you hear when you second guess yourself? Because in order to be limitless, doubt has to be let go. Here we go. What would your life look like if doubt no longer had decision-making authority? What would your life look like if you didn't wrestle with doubt? Think about that for a moment. If y'all are ready for part 4, put 4 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. We are doing exceedingly well today. Yeah, we're doing really, really well today. Thank you, everybody. Excellent. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody. Y'all are doing so well. Man, I'm so happy and so proud of each and every one of you. I really, really am. Because you guys are showing up every single day and doing your thug thizzle. This is excellent. All right, come on. Scarcity as a nervous system state. Scarcity. Because our conversation is on it's not just on fear and doubt, but the last one, scarcity. Scarcity is not just financial. A scarcity mindset is not just systemic of financial situations. Scarcity is not just financial, it is emotional, relational, creative, and spiritual. A scarcity mindset keeps the nervous system in survival mode. That's what it does. A scarcity mindset feels as if something is going to be taken from them. They operate to make decisions based upon what they fear they may lose or what they don't have. And these are constant narratives in the subconscious mind saying what you don't have and what you're constantly in need of. Because when you need a thing, that means you don't have the thing and you're living outside of Mark 11:24. Whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe that you have already received it and it shall be yours. Scarcity goes against that. Yes, Glam, I know it hits hard. But we have to do it. Scarcity is not financial. It's not just financial. It is emotional, relational, creative, spiritual. Scarcity. It's emotional because you experience there's some things that you want in your space emotionally, energetically, that you're not getting. And you don't get it because you don't embody it. It's not just financial, it's relational. So the connections that you have, the relationships you have, they're not fulfilling. They're not doing what they need to do in your space. Because you're not the version of you that you need you to be. You're looking for that version somewhere else. Let that sink in for a second. Scarcity isn't just financial. It is relational. It is relational because you are not the version of you that you need. So as you're asking for somebody else to be what you need for you, you're operating from a place of scarcity because you won't even show up for yourself that way. That's heavy. That's heavy. That wasn't even in my notes. Man, you won't even show up for yourself. So of course, scarcity is an outcropping. It shows up that way. Man, it's creative. You run into it creatively. When you're trying to create, when you're trying to manifest, it's hard for you to be creative and manifest these things and to do that because scarcity is showing up in your reality. It's a part of the construct of your life. And so how can you be creative in a state of, I'm worried about what I got going on. I'm worried about what I'm going to lose. How can you be creative when you're in a space of, I don't feel safe? Scarcity is an outcropping of not feeling safe. You see what I'm saying? Come on. No, we're there. and it's also spiritual. Scarcity mindset keeps the nervous system in survival, which narrows perception and limits possibility. Remember, we live in an energetic universe, and where our focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. Come on. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. And when you're talking about a scarcity mindset, it keeps the nervous system in survival mode. It keeps it there. And when you're in survival mode, your nervous system is responding in a not so great way. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. D, for being up in here. I sure appreciate you. Thank you for those finger hearts. I appreciate you for being up in here, superstar. The subconscious associates scarcity with safety because it's familiar. I'm going to say that. I say it all of the time. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, for those gifts. Thank you for those gifts. I appreciate you. Scarcity mindset keeps the nervous system in survival mode. The subconscious mind associates scarcity with safety because it is familiar. Remember, the subconscious mind, it loves that which is familiar, that which is played over and over and over again. And so even though the familiar may be uncomfortable, it's still familiar. That's why we call it the uncomfortable comfort zone. The uncomfortable comfort zone. Thank you, Mimi, for those finger hearts. Thank you for the populars too. It is the uncomfortable comfort zone. So many of you that are wrestling with the same thing over and over again, you have this cyclical relationship with money. You have this cyclical relationship with lack and abundance. So things go up, things go down, things go up, things go down. And the reason why it goes up and down is because scarcity, it feels safe to you because it is familiar. That which is seen by the subconscious mind as unfamiliar doesn't feel safe. And so we are going to always acquiesce and lean into that which we feel from a nervous system perspective as safe. So if you're accustomed to looking in your bank account and not having enough, if you're always going paycheck to paycheck, if you're always wrestling and struggling with all kinds of things, you are going to constantly find yourself back at square one again and again and again and again, because scarcity is a part of the programming. The average person prefers comfort opposed to growth. Right. Of course because it's natural. That's right, Dr. D. It is absolutely natural for a person to feel uncomfortable with growth and expansion because growth and expansion are new. Anything that is new, anything that is new is seen as unfamiliar by the subconscious mind. Anything that is unfamiliar is unsafe. Anything that is unsafe, I'm staying away from. So I'm going to revert back to the old part of me, the old part of me. That's right, Wallace. It's a constant roller coaster. So I'm going to revert. Now, the crazy part is this. For safety purposes, you're going to revert back to the old part of you that is accustomed to scarcity. But you have the desire to move forward. That's why as a hypnotherapist, I help you to move forward and to match your desire, that's a part of your conscious mind, which is the invitation, to the embodiment, which is the subconscious mind's work. Because the embodiment is more important than that which you see as the desire. The desire is the invitation. The desire to become the better version of you is the invitation. It is the embodiment that is the actual thing. That is the actual thing that actually moves the needle and makes the change happen. The subconscious associates scarcity with safety because it's familiar. Staying in situations that feel secure but uninspired. Feeling guilty for wanting more peace, joy, or abundance. These are things, feeling guilty for it. There are people that will guilt you into you wanting more for yourself. That's a part of their scarcity mindset because they don't want to lose you because they associate you coming up and you becoming the better version of yourself with them leaving, with you leaving them. They think that you're going to leave them behind. So because they're afraid of you leaving you behind or you becoming somebody new, because even just as with your subconscious mind loves the familiar. So does your family members love the subconscious mind. They love the familiar too. They love the old you. Because the old you they can control, the old you they can manipulate, the old you they can get you to do things that you always did. You are typically the one that always looked out for the family. You're always the one that everybody came to, that everybody always needed. So they guilt trip you into the moment when you begin to choose yourself and you start to walk in a place where you are loving you more, where you're showing up for you more, where you're being the version of you that you have always needed for you. But they don't like that because it is uncomfortable to them. They are uncomfortable with it because it is new for them. It is new for you. It is unfamiliar for you. It's unfamiliar for them. So guess what? They are not going to encourage you to move into the unfamiliar place. They need you to be the same little old Mimi. I need you to stay and be the same old Amy, the same old Monique. I need you to be the same old Janae. I don't need you to go out here and all of this coaching and hypnotherapy and healing. And now you're around here talking about you walking in your gifts and that stuff is demonic. It's the devil and you going to hell for it. All of these things. You were never meant to be locked into a box that you've allowed your doubts, your fears, your trepidations. You have put yourself in a prison because fear was only meant to be a signal. It was never, ever meant to be an imprisonment for you. Many of you are on death row because you are living your compromise and not your life. Whoo! I'm trying to help somebody today. I swear I'm trying to help somebody today. Whoo! Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Fine Wine for the Ghost. Yes, I am the greatest of all time. Y'all better know it. Come on, Sean. Sean say, I'm preaching. I'm preaching. Willis say, preach. Listen, I love y'all. I swear I love y'all so much. Whoo. Am I in Chicago? Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Go on and fire them doggone Oasis stickers up in there. Let's do this. Whoo. I'm trying to help today. I swear I'm trying to help. Feeling guilty. And then make you feel bad. I'm on your couch, Monique. Yes, I'm on your couch. I know. I'm trying to help somebody. Come on now. Here we go, y'all. Whoo, goodness. Quantum mechanics. I got to go back to my notes, y'all. I got to go back to my notes. Because I promise you, we'll be in here. We'll be in here doing what we do. Come on, here we go. Quantum mechanics reminds us that observation collapses potential into experience. What you expect shapes your reality. Doubt. If you doubt that anything is going to happen, if you doubt that success can truly show up in your space, doubt is beneath you. Doubt is beneath you. Doubt is beneath you. Fear is beneath you. The goal here is to become limitless. You're not bound by anything but the limited beliefs that you place on yourself. That's why I wrote this book right here. If you ain't got your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, baby, I promise you, you need to get it. You need to go. I don't want to throw it like that. Like the man with the little glasses. Now this is tenderism. This is tenderism. This is tenderism. You know you're doing something right when that person says, look at you, what you think you do. We back. I'm sorry, our YouTube family. Yes, YouTube is buffering. I know. Thank you. Yeah, it's just dumb people calling my phone. Don't call my phone from 12 to 2. Don't nobody call my phone. Don't call my phone. And so I'm so sorry. We back. So listen, go ahead and put 5 in the chat. We're put 5 in the chat. There we go. Yeah, come on. Here we go, sunshine. Now we back. Thank you. Put 5 in the chat. All right, here we go. One of my favorite universal laws is the law, the law of assumption. The law of assumption. The law of assumption and the power of inner agreement. This is so important. So listen, this is the academia part. And so if you want to bask in your ability to understand universal law, this is your time to do it. So here we go. Life tends to organize itself around what you consciously and consistently assume to be true. That's the law of assumption. What you assume about yourself, what you assume about the world around you, what you think of. Um, Dr. Zaliki used to say, George Zaliki used to say it like this: the prover proves what the thinker thinks. You have two parts of the brain. You have the thinker that thinks, you have the prover that proves. What does the prover prove? What the thinker thinks. What does it prove? What the prover proves, what the thinker thinks. Life tends to organize itself around what you consciously and consistently assume to be true. What do you assume to be true about you? What do you assume to be true? The subconscious is loyal to identity, not desire. The subconscious is loyal to identity, not desire. That is why it is important for you to understand that the universe does not give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. Just that simple. The universe sees exactly who you are, and it gives it to you based upon how you see yourself. If someone identifies as struggling, and this is big, come on in here, this is big, 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 big. If you identify with struggle, if you see yourself as struggling, abundance feels foreign, even threatening. Sabotaging, simply put, is so if you see yourself as struggling, there's some things that go along with seeing yourself as struggling, because you're sending out a signal. If you see yourself as struggling, if you're accustomed to looking in your bank account and seeing only a certain amount, and you're always moving from paycheck to paycheck, why do I have my hand on my forehead? Because you're sending out a signal of scarcity. You're sending out a signal. If you always see yourself as struggling and just surviving and going through, you are someone who identifies with struggling. Abundance is going to feel foreign to you and sometimes even threatening. And so that signal that you're sending out into the quantum field receives it as true. It receives it. The quantum field receives it, and then it reflects it back to you as reality. My struggle is seeing myself as struggling and in survival mode. The brain will come with all the evidence of your assumptions. That's absolutely right. And so when you're wrestling with this internally, sabotage, you wind up seeing yourself sabotaging opportunities because they feel too good to be true. Anybody ever seen that? You just too good to be true. Just too good to be true. Just looking at opportunity, it's just too good to be true. It's just too good to be true. Feeling uncomfortable when things go smoothly. Anybody ever felt that before? Anybody ever felt that things just going too good and you get scared? Anybody ever been scared because things are going real good? I'm gonna put it up there. Everything. Listen, things are going great. Your relationship is great. The house is good. Things are just going just wonderful. And then all of a sudden you say, what's going on here? Why is this? What is happening? When things begin to go good, if you're accustomed to things going bad, if you're accustomed to living in a life of where you can't trust people and things are always you're going to wind up self-sabotaging. Y'all in a great relationship, everything is good and peaches and cream. You got your new boo and y'all in love, and everything is going peaches and cream. Wonderful. Next thing you know, you are letting things go. Now you're self-sabotaging and you're putting yourself in a bad space. The Tao Te Ching, it teaches us that effortless alignment, when inner resistance dissolves, life flows. When inner resistance dissolves, life flows. I think it's a good place right here. We're at the top of the hour. Is it okay if we just kind of put a pin right here and we pick up with part 6 tomorrow? Can we do that? Can we pick up with part 2 tomorrow? We'll do a part 2 to this talk. Can we do that? Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Man, we're at 163,000 likes. Man, y'all let up. Y'all let up because y'all were grinding so hard. We could have hit them 200,000 a day. We could have hit the 200,000. But I think we can get up to at least 175. I think we can get up to 175 real quick. So listen, this is good. So thank you. Janae. Yes, excellent. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to kick our after party off. Y'all already know what time we do. We tired, Coach. Y'all not tired? Sunshine said, I got a call. Listen, it's all right. Listen, we're gonna get ready to kick this thing off. We are going to do our what we call that thing. We're gonna do our after party over here on TikTok. So listen, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and release our YouTube family. Thank you so much for being on. Much love. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Willis. That Willis is on both sides, but Willis is in the YouTube family solidly. Thank you, Willis. Thank you, Janae, for doing what you do. We listen. Y'all celebrate over here, YouTube family. Y'all celebrate our moderator over here on YouTube. Let's thank Janae for doing what she does, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slide on over here to the TikTok side, and we're gonna go ahead and do our after party. So thank y'all so much, and listen, we will see you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all already know what time it is. We will see you tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. That's right, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So don't you miss it. Don't you miss it, because we're gonna be in part 2 of this amazing conversation. So much love. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day over here, our YouTube family. Much love, and we're out.